Hi guys, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys what is trending at the moment. So I've been seeing it everywhere and I really wanted to give it a try, and it's called the fox eyes. So it's basically applying the lashes a little bit higher than your actual lash line and more outer side of the eye, if that makes any sense, to make the eye look more long and more awake. So I tried to do that. I don't know what you guys think. I absolutely love this look so much, and in this look I'm also using a really cool palette. It's a palette that I've never used before, so this is my first time. This is the McGrath palette. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. So before I go ahead and zoom on the eye tutorial, I've already went ahead and I did all my foundation slash brows, concealer and everything. I did that off camera, but all the products that I used for my face is going to be indicated in the info box down below. You can go ahead and check out all the products that I used. And if you do want to see how I do my foundation, concealer and everything, I have filmed that in my other videos, so make sure that you check out the other videos when you finish watching this one. So let's go ahead and zoom on the eye and show you guys how I created this look. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is apply a base, and I'm using the Louise Base. This is in Rumour 1, and I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that on my beauty blender, my small little beauty blender. So I'm really taking just a tiny bit like this, and I'm going to put that all over my eye and also drag it all the way up to the brow bone area. So the first shade I'm going to be taking, it is from this palette right here. This is a collab with Kat Von D, but I'm only taking the Too Faced side, and this is the Together side. And I am going to take the light shade in the palette. This is called BFF, and I'm going to take it and place it right under the brow, just to help brighten up the brow bone area. And I'm just going to start dragging it toward the inner corner and then just fade it down to the crease. And I'm also going to take the same color and I'm going to pat it in the inner corners of the lid, and also just drag it halfway to the lid as well. I will be using a piece of tape for this look, and I am going to stick the tape to my eye, matching it to the other side as much as possible. Then we can go ahead and start with the colors. So I am taking a McGrath palette that looks like this. I absolutely love this palette, and I'm going to be working with 3 shades in this palette. So I'm working with this shade, and also this shade right here. They have the names written on this little plastic paper, so I'm just going to read it off when I use certain colors. And that's the name of the palette. I will indicate it also in the info box for you guys. So the first shade I'm taking, it is the shade in the middle right here. This is kind of like a burnt brown shade, and this one, it is called Throwing Shade. So I'm gonna take it with a big fluffy brush. This is from Jaclyn and Morphe. This is the JH31. And I'm going to put this color, I'm really not taking a lot on my brush because this is extremely pigmented, and I'm going to put that in the crease and start fading it toward the tape. Next, I'm just gonna add a little bit more definition, and I'm taking the dark shade. So in this palette, they're basically all of them shimmery except this one. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this one. I'll be taking it with the same brush, and I'm going to concentrate this color on the outer corner of my lid and also in the outer crease as well. I'm gonna blend it toward the tape. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tape. Next, I'm taking a smaller brush that looks like this. This is also from Jaclyn and Morphe. This is the JH41. I'm gonna be taking the first shade that I used. Start smoking out the outer corners and drag the color to the lower lash line. Then I'm going to be taking the second shade, the darker one, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes. And before applying mascara, I'm just going to create a thin line of liner on my upper lash line. And I'm using, this is from Stila. This is the Stay All Day Waterproof Liner. It's not one of my favorite, but it's still pretty good liner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and create a thin line. Sorry if my finger or my hand is in the way, but this is the only way that I could do this. Trying to make you guys see as much as possible. And it doesn't have to be perfect on the outer corners. You can just leave it as it is. But I'm just going to create a really thin line first. Just having it look like this for now. I'm just gonna take my mascara and apply a thin coat of mascara. Then for lashes, this is a full strip that I'm gonna be cutting in half. I believe these are from House of Lashes. I don't really remember the name, but I will leave it in the info box. And I'm gonna apply the thicker part first, and the one that has the wing, I'll apply it at the end, which is going to be at the end right here, but I'll still use this side to put it in the middle of my upper lash line. So I will be using both, and then I'll just go ahead and finish up the front of the lash line with some individuals. But for now, I am going to apply these. Now let's hope and pray it works out like the same thing on the other eye. So I'm just gonna apply it here to match up with the other eye as much as possible. And I will be cutting the long ones right here with the scissors. I did that on the other eye as well. I had to cut them because they were a bit too long. Then I'm gonna take the side that has the longer part, a little bit higher, and to have that little negative space or that empty space right here to show. And then I'm just gonna take some individual lashes. I'm using the one from MFMA. These are the 8mm lashes. I do have some like scattered everywhere, but I'll show you how they look like. These are really cool. They look like this. They're super easy to apply on. I use them a lot on my clients. I use them a lot for mothers and grandmothers, all my mature clients. So, and they absolutely love it, and they look really natural, and they do come in different sizes as well. So I'm just gonna take a small pieces and put that mainly more in the inner corners just to kind of complete the eye, because I don't like this ending right here. So I'm just gonna take some pieces and just blend it with those. So I went ahead and I fixed the liner and to match up to the other eye as much as possible. So for the waterline, I'm gonna be taking a pencil from MAC. This is the Chromographic pencil. This is NC15 NW20, and I'm going to pop this on the waterline. This is basically a light shade, like a skin tone shade, and this is gonna help brighten up the waterline. So I'm just gonna pop that in there. And I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is from Jaclyn and Morphe. This is the JH42. And I'll be taking the lightest shade in the palette, which is this one right here. And that one is called, let me just put this on to see which one it is. It's called Guilt Trip. And I'm going to apply that in the lower lash line, in the inner corners right here. I'm gonna take my mascara and put some mascara on the lower lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring my face. I'm using the Beca bronzer. This is in Capri Coast, and I'm taking it with my Jaclyn and Morphe brush as well. This is the JH04 or JH04, and I'm going to start contouring my face using this one. of it and put it in the inner corners here just to brighten up. For lips, I'm going to be taking this lipstick right here. This is from Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson's collaboration, and this one's called Are You Filming? And I'm going to go ahead and put that on my lips. It's my first time using this shade. Oh my god, that's neon. Wow, I definitely love this shade. This is amazing. It's like a neon coral red. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's absolutely stunning. I love it so much. Girl, this shade is the bomb.com. This color is so beautiful. I cannot stop looking at my lips. Wow. So this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, everything that I used on my face today is going to be indicated in the info box down below. Please go ahead, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button to get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!